I think that in order to have an effective letter recommendation, that first pick the teacher, right? Most colleges need like the core academics and that kind of stuff. So I would think about choosing a teacher maybe that you've had for a long time, or maybe one in which you have a small class and you get to interact with them for you've been able to interact with them and be able to talk to them and stuff, and that they have personally told you, um, you know, like stuff about each other, like they know stuff about you, you know stuff about them, and so to make it stand out, um, maybe I mean they can obviously write about qualities like, oh, she's smart and she likes to help and everything, but a good one will talk about like you can tell stuff about the person without it being said. So, for example, like maybe they can write about a scenario about you or some anecdote or like something like a story that has happened to you and that, in the class, obviously, or stuff that they know about you that maybe you haven't told them and that kind of stuff. Like, like an effective letter recommendation, it should be stuff that shouldn't have to be said, and it can have something like you have to be memorable about it. So like they people checking the about the applications can be like, oh, I remember this one person applying who said this and this. So it doesn't always have to be about your successes or your tragedies. It just has to be like worth mentioning. It has to be worth mentioning. So I think that's what would make a very effective letter recommendation.